So last night, the Miss South Africa 2023 Top 30 was announced, and oh my goodness guys, I wanted to be doing a sort of live reaction to it, but the internet just wasn't interneting, and the app apparently had some issues as well. I only caught literally the last 8 contestants, and so I thought to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna sleep on it, and then this morning I'm gonna come to you with the top 30. We're gonna discuss them a little bit, you know, get into what they do, get into their pageant history if they have any, and then maybe talk about the Miss South Africa franchise as a whole this year and what is going to be happening with crown chasers, because I think that is quite interesting. But first of all, let's get into the top 30. First off, we have Ané Oosthuysen, who is 25 years old and a primary school teacher. She was also in the top 30 at Miss South Africa 2021. I actually like Ané quite a lot. I think there's something very genuine about her. Then we have Anelisa Nxele, who is 22 and a social sciences graduate. Anelisa, I'm so sorry if I just completely bombed your surname. I need to work on my... Then we have Angie Mkwanazi, who is 23 and a Bachelor of Commerce graduate. Anke Rothmann, who is 23 and a pharmacist intern. Then, of course, we have the big fan fave, Barbara Moagi, who is 22 and a digital marketing student. We have Bryoni Govender, of course, who is 26 and a lawyer, and also a top 12 contestant of the Miss South Africa 2018 class. Of course, we have Carmen Barnard, who also made it. She is 24 and a law degree holder. Also Hestie Jooste, who is 25 and a financial advisor. Homba Mazaleni, who is 23 and a sports scientist, also made the cut. Of course, also Jordan van der Vyver, who is 27, a model and a Miss South Africa 2020 top 10 finalist as well. I swear, a lot of people would have rioted in the streets had Jordan not made it. Then we have Carla Pinar, who is 23 and a high school teacher. Kialuboga Nkashi, who is 27 and an educator, also made it. Kialuboga, of course, was also in the top 10 at Miss South Africa 2022. Kanya Desi, who is 22 and a Bachelor of Arts degree holder in screenwriting, also made it. Lebohang Raputsu, who is 24 and an HR practitioner. Leratu Maponya, who is 26 and an HR manager, and then also Laverne Donatella Jose, who is 23 and a candidate property practitioner. I was so confused when I saw Laverne's face because I was like, I recognize this woman, but then I realized that, you know, she has kind of rebranded to Laverne, but we've known her as Donatella since she's entered. Lungo Katete, of course, who is 26 and she holds a master's degree in architecture. She was also in the top 20 at Miss Earth 2020, so she has that international experience. Malandi Mare is 21 and she is currently a post-grad LLB student. Mbali Mbalu, I just love her name, Mbali Mbalu, so fun to say. She's 25 and a marketing manager. Of course, we all expected Melissa Nyamuli to make it. She is 27 and a TV and film creative producer. She was also in the top 5 at Miss South Africa 2020. Big fan fave over here, especially for me. I love Melissa. Michelle Creer is 28 and a candidate attorney. Then we have Naledi Mara, who is 23 and a BA degree in criminology and psychology holder. Nandi Mabala is 25 and a Bachelor of Arts graduate. Of course, Natasha Hubert also made it. She's 25 and a fashion designer. If you have been living under a rock, she was the second runner-up at Miss South Africa 2020 and was also Miss Universe South Africa. Yes, she went and represented South Africa at Miss Universe, but unfortunately and shockingly went unplaced. And I'm wondering what's going to happen to her now that the Miss South Africa organization has gotten rid of their Miss World license. You know, is she going to be gunning for that Supra crown, because she obviously can't go to Miss Universe again. Then we have Njebu Lurahi, who is 26 and a student pilot. Oh, so badass. And Nicole Extien Wilmans. So Nicole has actually gotten married since she was in the top 35 of Miss South Africa 2020. in the meantime, she's also gone and won Survivor South Africa. So she's a sentimental fave of mine because I just love Survivor South Africa. I'm such a huge fan. She's 28 and married, so she's one of the first married women allowed to compete at Miss South Africa. Then we have Oriabetswe Ria Molefe, who is 23 and an international relations student. Then we have a single mother, Ruzal Bester, who is 27. We also have an architecture student, Sibusisiwe Zwane, who is 20. And last but certainly not least, we have a filmmaker, Tando Wenkosi Hadebe, who is 22. I, for one, am very satisfied with the list that we have. I actually got 16 out of 30 if you guys watched my top 30 prediction video, which I think is actually amazing because like I said in that video, I was so sure that I didn't even see 20% of all the entries. So to get 16 out of 30, to me, that's a passing grade, baby. So I think I'm just so content with the amount of extraordinary women that we have at Miss South Africa this year. There are some non-placements which have me questioning, you know, what's going on, but for overall, I think that the class that we do have is very promising, especially looking at the fact that there are only two places where these women can go, and that's Miss Supranational or Miss Universe, and I can definitely see at least 10 women who will seamlessly fit into each of these international organizations. So I'm very happy about that. Furthermore, we have to talk about Crown Chasers because Crown Chasers is going to be a little bit different this year and they've placed a huge emphasis on it. So it's going to be a reality sort of show, but the episodes are going to be much longer than last year. It's basically like The Bachelor or something. They're gonna put all of the girls in a house together, and then the girls are also going to be doing challenges. And apparently I've heard from a very reputable source who may or may not have been in the top 10 of Miss South Africa last year, wink wink, that the girls are going to be eliminated at the end of each 60-minute episode. So there are going to be a couple of girls eliminated until eventually they get to a certain number of contestants. So that, I can't wait to see whether or not that's actually going to be happening, but like I said, very reputable source told me this, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Crown Chasers. We're definitely going to be talking about it on here. We just have to. It's going to be so exciting to see what the girls are going to have to be doing. If it's going to be like a runway challenge where your balance is going to be taken into account, for example, like a sort of America's Next Top Model sort of thing, then I definitely think that Nicole Wilmans Extian is probably going to stand out there, because if you watch Survivor South Africa, this girl is a balance queen. So let me know what you guys think of the Miss South Africa 2023 top 30. I definitely think they might have chosen a handful of contestants for bringing drama to Crown Chasers. I'm not exactly sure who at the moment, but the entry form, you guys know I went through the entire entry form on my channel, and they had some questionable questions in order to see whether or not some girls are going to make for interesting cast members for Crown Chasers this year. So I can't wait to see what's going to be happening. Well, I know I shouldn't, this is bad, but I'm low-key hoping for some drama, okay? Because last year's Crown Chasers, bless their hearts, it was just a bit scripted, you know, it got dull very fast. So this year it ought to be interesting, and I'm just so excited to see what's going to be happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.